Всем привет! Рад вас приветствовать на своем канале. Тут у нас выходит новое видео по Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, поэтому всем приятного просмотра. Не забудьте поставить лайк, если понравилось видео, написать свой комментарий, ну и не забудьте подписаться и поставить колокольчик, чтобы получать уведомления о новых видео.
I thought we divided up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me the innards. What do you expect?
Алкоголь повышает некоторые характеристики, но если выпить слишком много, он начнет вас ослаблять. А еще вы можете пристраститься к выпивке. Так что пейте в меру. Хорошо.
Jesus Christ.
Most of all,
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha. So that's why they sent you for the wine.
women don't know what
Wait
to
a
do
more
with
then.
it. You want a recipe
I'll be
for
right
mine?
back.
Хорошо. Так, пойдем.
Can't leave without paying, and
Ah,
he's
what?
hands on his own here.
Обмыться, поговорить с девицей, что была у пруда. Cool.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
Угу.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you.
Ta-da.
Their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention
Uh-huh.
it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
О, вообще-то да.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Угу.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't
Так, сейчас, секунду. Да.
mind me asking?
Scarlets.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Мгм.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. They
Мгм.
used to be a rich family. The
Мгм. Понял, принял.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
Мгм.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Мгм. Окей.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Э.
Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Is von Bergov recruiting men at arms?
No, Von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Ну да. Неудивительно.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Ну ладно.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Хорошо.
Coming right up.
Хорошо. Так, ты Who are you? Who are you? Давай с тобой поговорим. Ладно, пока.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason.
Ну да.
I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
Ты же ничего не
We
сделал.
have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper,
I noticed that too.
and we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Какой же привередливый, а?
So which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
Well, I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night. And if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself then.
Ну, как скажешь. Ладно.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the three states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Cape.
О, спасибо.
I know, my dear Henry, such is my nature.
Спасибо большое.
Christ,
Так,
pardon me.
ты.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff, but I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not
Ну,
saying
как
you're
вариант.
sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a
Ну
moment.
ладно.
Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
Угу. Давай.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Да. Очень надо. Так, кости. Основные правила. Если захотите поиграть в азартные игры, то игроков кости вы найдете в любой приличной корчме. Кости отложены из предыдущих бросков. Кости выбранные, чтобы отложить. Текущий выбор. Так, выбор костей. Если у вас имеются свои игральные кости, то вы можете их выбрать перед началом игры. У большинства игральных костей есть особые свойства, о которых можно прочитать в описании. Они позволяют использовать специальные приемы, чтобы повысить удачу. Ход игры. Ты начинаешь игру, бросая все 6 костей. Затем ты отмечаешь кости, которые хочешь отложить. Ты убираешь их в сторону и в конце кона получаешь за них очки. Оставшиеся кости можешь перебросить. Можно продолжать бросать кости до тех пор, пока у тебя в игре остается хотя бы одна кость. Однако, если своим броском ты не смог набрать ни одного очка, то все набранные в этом кону очки теряются. Мастерство игры в кости заключается в том, чтобы закончить кон и забрать очки до того, как появляется риск не набрать ни одного очка броском. Победителем становится игрок, первым набравшим нужное количество очков. В левом нижнем углу показаны все сведения об очках в текущей партии. Так, еще раз. Ты начинаешь игру, бросая все 6 костей. Затем ты отмечаешь кости, которые хочешь отложить. Ты убираешь их в сторону и в конце кона получаешь за них очки. Оставшиеся кости можешь перебросить. Можно продолжать бросать кости до тех пор, пока у тебя в игре остается хотя бы одна кость. Так. Так. Ниже приведены все комбинации костей и их стоимость в очках. Так, значит, если 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 выпадает, это больше всего количество, чертова голова работает как Джокер, добавляя одно значение к любой комбинации костей. Ага. Все однерки, все двойки, все тройки, четверки, пятерки, шестерки. Каждая дополнительная кость после 3 удваивает значение. Ага, то есть именно Джокер, наверное, имеется в виду, да? А, нет, не Джокер, а именно и обычные, и Джокеры. О, блин, капец. Однерка стоит 100, 3 однерки 1000. Ладно, попробуем. Так. Так, о. Ага. Ага. Неудача. Угу. Идет.
My God, I'm done.
Ага. Так.
I'll have a beer.
Так. Ага. Ага. Все, да? А, в смысле сдаться? Я не хочу сдаваться. Пас. Угу. То есть имеет смысл, если ты уж что-то сделал такое, то пас сделать, правильно?
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Понял.
Bollocks is. You need to use your head.
Блин.
Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore.
Блин.
You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
Ну ладно, это была первая попытка. Ну ладно. Жаль, жаль. Крестьянин, подденщик. Так, мельник. Кузнец. О, кузнец.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad. I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
We're messengers from Ratai, here to deliver a letter to Lord von Burgov, in the name of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dworitz and Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says. Looks more like a scarecrow to me.
He's a lame liar, all right. But he knows how to spin a good yarn. You can't deny him that.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one will believe a word you say in them rags. What do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less...
Ну не, я бы лучше
Right,
поработал
I asked him
кузнецом.
first.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
Ну да, справедливо.
His chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
I saw him on the gate tower when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samin.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited.
Ой,
But what do I care about young Samin and the
расчесал.
bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that. It's going to be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Ну да.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. A play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right, all right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Bugger it. Cut the mysterious horse shit. You'll scare the lad. Look, if I'm satisfied with you in the smithy, I can guarantee you'll be at the
Угу. Хорошо.
Or, if you came to help me at the mill, I'll get you there as well.
Keep your
Не-не-не,
nose out, Craig.
не-не-не.
The lad wants to work for me. It's his family trade. So don't try to mess with his head.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind.
So it's peaceful here. Is that all?
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now. Thank God.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
You've heard all you need to know, haven't you?
Ну, вообще да.
About that job.
I look forward to seeing you at the Takov smithy.
Угу. Хорошо.
I've got to be going.
Wait,
Спасибо.
there's something else I want to ask. Out with the truth. You ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Ratai. We set up camp down by the pond. And in the evening, we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything. Even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Да-да.
Paper? Have you
До встречи.
To be two of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
Увидимся.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Ну ладно.
God, I'm bored.
Taking their time again.
Так.
Heavy? No.
Так, куда мне тащить-то? Куда тащить? А? Туда, что ли? А, нет, это сюда. Наверное, вовнутрь надо войти. Наверное. Сюда, что ли? Куда? Куда тащить мешки? А, во. Во. Понял. Принял. Понял, принял. О, каждый мешок тащить. Матерь Божья. Спасибо, что подвинул. Он мне должен будет 3 замка. За то, что я сейчас делаю. И красивую даму какую-нибудь. Жена. Да? Да.
Listen to this.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
Ты решил поболтать с этим? Ну, может, он договорится как-нибудь. Или в кости его выиграть, может быть. Хотя я сомневаюсь, что он умеет играть в кости. Судя по тому, как он себя ведет. Ну, в принципе, понятно, почему он себя так ведет. Но...
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Вынужден согласиться.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Скам. А ты чё? Ты что, а? Ты что? Вы что, обалдели? Ну давай. Ну давай, напади, попробуй. Давай, попробуй. Да ё-моё. Ну давайте. По одному будем делать шурму. До свидания. Ну давай. Будем делать шаурмой из вас. Давай, давай. Давай, кто будет шаурмой? Хотите быть шаурмой? -1. Давай. Давай. Покажи, что можешь. Давай. Давай. Давай, 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 давай. Давай, 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 давай. Давай, покажи мне, что ты можешь. Покажи мне, что ты можешь. Давай. Давай, давай, давай. И что? Еще тебе нападать? Давай, давай. Ну давай. Покажи, кто тут хозяин. Я тут хозяин. Я хозяин жизни.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Ты. Прикол.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Согласен.
Spoiled child! You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life.
Да?
You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Ты!
Oh, shit. Right. Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Ах,
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
да.
Alright, off you go.
Но он без тебя как бы загнется нахрен.